Pre-Nup is estate planning. Hi, I'm Neil Tyra. I'm an estate planning attorney in Rockville, Maryland, and I do estate plans for regular folks like you and me. So, what does a prenuptial agreement have to do with estate planning? Well, in my former life, I was a family law attorney before I started doing estate planning, and there is an intersection between the two disciplines of law. The most um, frequently referenced and used product is a prenuptial, or in some cases, a post-nuptial agreement. Now, most people understand what a prenuptial agreement is. It's a way to manage the division of property should the couple split up. I really advocate for prenuptial agreements all the time because statistically, you're more likely, unfortunately, to get divorced than stay together as a married couple. So prenuptials are what I refer to as a love letter to your spouse or future spouse, because it means we're not going to fight over these things if the time comes. We're going to decide how this is going to go now. So the number one use of prenuptial is to divide marital property, usually by title. So however the property is titled, that's to whom it will go upon the division of marital property in a divorce proceeding. But secondly, there's always clauses in a prenuptial agreement having to do with the right to inherit from your spouse. So the first thing is they usually include a waiver, a clause that waives the right to take the elective share. And what that means is if your spouse has cut you out of the will, or you don't like what they've left for you in the will, you can take an elective share, which is governed by statute. And that says how much I can, of my spouse's estate that I can take, called the elective share. You waive that in a prenuptial agreement. The second area is just a general waiver of the right to inherit at all. So this comes into play if there's no will generated and your spouse dies, what we call intestate. Normally, you as the surviving spouse would have a right to inherit from your deceased spouse. But if you've done a prenup, you waive that right. And this comes into play very often with second marriages and older couples. If you'd like to find out more about how prenuptial agreements or postnuptial agreements can play a role in your estate planning process, give us a call. Our information is at the end of this video, and we'd love to chat with you. Again, my name is Neil Tyra. I'm an estate planning attorney in Rockville, Maryland, and I do estate plans for regular folks like you and me.